And he was co-assigned to my biggest contract. There was a main cleaner and there was him. And one day the main cleaner couldn't make it, and I told him, hey, it's just gonna be you tonight because the main cleaner can't come. Please assure me that you can be there. This guy did not show up. Not every client is worth the hassle. Sometimes a client's got to go. How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Boma. I'm an award-winning entrepreneur and community leader, and this channel is dedicated to helping you thrive and succeed in life. And in today's video, we're talking about starting a cleaning company and common mistakes that you are probably making. So if you are starting a cleaning company or you've recently started a cleaning company and you want to tweak a few things, this video is for you. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video and also check out my other cleaning company videos. I've made a few videos about residential and commercial cleaning and answered a few of your questions. So there's gonna be a lot of information about 5 mistakes that you need to avoid when starting a cleaning company. So thank you for watching, and let's get started. Mistake number 1 is pricing too low. I have made a few videos about how to price your cleaning, and essentially you are going to be pricing your cleaning based on how much profits you want to earn at the end of the day. This is a very rough basic 101 idea about cleaning. So on a very basic level, to determine your pricing, you need to determine how much you're paying for hourly wages. So even if you're not charging hourly, you have to basically determine how much each job costs per hour. And then you also need to determine what your overheads are. For many people in the cleaning industry, it's around 30%. And then you need to determine how much money you want to be able to take home every month. So for instance, if you're paying your employees $18 per hour, your overheads are another 30%. That takes you to around $30. I hope that makes sense. And so you kind of work your way backwards. I think some of the biggest mistakes that I see cleaning company owners make, it's a mistake that I made myself, is first of all, undervaluing your labor. Of course, if you're new and you don't have any reviews, you can price a bit low. But if you're a company, you have overheads, you have insurance, you have equipment, you have transportation, you have workers' compensation, you have a lot of things that you need to take into account that the person who's posted on Craigslist does not. And I think oftentimes what happens is that cleaning company owners go on Craigslist and see, ooh, people are charging like $15 an hour. I'm not gonna go too high. I'm gonna make mine like 18. And it's like, no. As a company, there's a lot of overheads that you need to take into account. And so don't be scared to price as high as possible. What I did when I was starting my cleaning company is that I called, I didn't say I'm calling from another cleaning company. I just called and say, oh, hey, just wondering if I can book a cleaning. What is your hourly rate? And then they tell you this is how much it costs to clean a 2-bedroom house. And then I'm like, thank you, I'll call you back. And then, I have that intel. And so call, 5 different companies, all the way from like the most premium company in your city to the more basic company. And then, don't price yourself in the middle, but, price yourself somewhere at the top, but maybe not the highest. And to be able to do this successfully, obviously you need to have all the right things in place. If you will watch my previous videos where I talk about being a cleaning company owner, you have to have a good website. You need to have, a good phone system. You need to have the tools to do invoice, and you need to have the tools to be able to charge credit card. I mean, who's out here accepting only cash in 2021 to have a no, we don't do that. So when you have all these things in place, customers will not blink an eye to pay you that high amount. But if you have some janky website that barely works and you're asking for, $80 per hour, people are gonna be like, no way. So mistake number 1 is not pricing adequately, and to be able to do that, know your numbers and make sure that you have a brand that appears to be worth the number that you want to charge. Mistake number 2 is actually overthinking. Maybe that should have been mistake number 1 actually, but it's a mistake in the sense that cleaning company owners sometimes just overthink things. The amount of emails I've gotten from people being like, I'm starting a cleaning company, I don't know where to start. And it's like, there's YouTube, there's the internet, just start. Do not overthink it, because you will learn so much on the ground. We can probably all relate to when we're students and, we would learn all these complex theories and stuff, maybe math or science or physics class. but didn't really make much sense unless you were actually practicing it, like, you know, in a different context, because it's kind of irrelevant for some professors to just tell you all these things if you're not actually practicing it and applying it to yourself. So the same applies to a cleaning company. You can watch all my videos where I explain how cleaning businesses work, but let me just tell you, it doesn't matter until you're out there booking your own customers, hiring your own cleaners, and doing it yourself. So don't overthink things and just start. Mistake number 3 is not firing people quick enough. I think I may have talked about this in a video previously. This has cost me money. There was this person I hired, and you know, he had a very sad story, but I didn't hire him because he had a sad story. I hired him because he actually could do the job and he had the experience. However, a few months into his work with my company, he started to be late for appointments. He had a few no-shows, and each time he'll tell me, this is what happened, I'm sorry, I'll do better. And that's my weakness. If a person owns up to their mistake and tells me they'll do better, I believe it. But you know, my gut was telling me, you need to get rid of this guy immediately. And he was co-assigned to my biggest contract. There was a main cleaner and there was him. And one day the main cleaner couldn't make it, and I told him, hey, it's just gonna be you tonight because the main cleaner can't come. Please assure me that you can be there. This guy did not show up, and this is when the client had a huge event and they needed the building to be cleaned before this huge event. He didn't show up. I eventually got another cleaner to go there last minute, but it was just too much chaos. And guess what? Contract terminated. So my hesitation to fire this person cost me thousands of dollars. And so that's mistake number 3. I don't want to say being too kind, but it's kind of like being too kind. Do not hesitate to fire people when you need to. You know how the saying goes, hire slowly, fire quickly. So you know what, learn from my mistakes. And along that line, you also need to know when to fire your clients, because not every client is worth the hassle. Sometimes a client's got to go. And mistake number 4 is not having processes in place. So that's everything from not having contracts, not having insurance, not having workers' compensation. Even from the start, you need to have these processes in place. Invoicing, check. Marketing, check. Even from the start, you need to have these processes in place. What does your invoicing look like? What does your booking system look like? What does your phone system look like? Are you documenting the processes so you don't have to be doing everything on your own? Yeah, it's important. And I think that sometimes people think that that's what happens when you're a huge company, but you got to start doing this from when you are still small and growing, because when you're waiting until you're really big, there's just going to be so many growing pains that you can really avoid or reduce if you're documenting and having all these processes in place from the start. So in the age of technology, it is so easy to get contract templates online. It's so easy to get the right apps to help you run your business. It's so easy to get the right booking software. QuickBooks is an example. I'll put a link to QuickBooks. You can use my referral code and get a discount if you need QuickBooks. It is completely essential because you need to be able to track your numbers, how much you're spending, how much you're earning, because it's also going to help you when it comes to tax time. So make sure you have the right processes in place, because that's going to make your life so much easier down the line. The last and final mistake I see with cleaning companies is actually not knowing what to do. It sounds very basic, but allow me to explain myself. Cleaning is more than cleaning. And if you're a cleaning company owner, you know what I mean. When I first started my cleaning company, I thought, oh, I can clean. But let me tell you, the cleaning you do at home and the cleaning that a client is paying you to do is not the same thing. Clients have high expectations because they're paying their hard-earned money, and you need to be able to meet those expectations if you want to have a good business. So, for example, when I started out my cleaning company, I had to actually take courses, and many of these courses were free. I watched quite a few YouTube videos from professional cleaning company owners who explain their system. Speed cleaning, just look up speed cleaning on YouTube. There's lots of older videos that you can watch to really show you how cleaning should be done. And I had to do that because I actually went on the ground myself when my cleaning company started. I was out there cleaning with my employees. I was out there, scrubbing the toilets. I was out there mopping the floors. I was doing all these things because I wanted to know what exactly the job looked like. I wanted to know that I had the skills. And I also just wanted to understand the landscape of cleaning. And I couldn't have done that if I was just sitting at home or in my office, on my computer. I don't do that anymore. But at the same time, I know what the cleaners are doing. I know how much time it will take to do a job because I have done it myself, not just at home, but I've done it at clients' homes too. Part of it is actually not asking for help. I think that with cleaning, there's so many aspects of this that can be complicated. Not just learning how to clean and asking for help with that, but like I mentioned, systems. How do you develop those systems? And so that's why I make these videos. That's why I have my own coaching calls where you can book me and I can, answer some of the really quick and easy problems that you may be experiencing in your business. So as a cleaning company owner, don't make the mistake of not asking for help or not knowing what to do and how. You know what? It's 2021 with the internet at our fingertips. There's just so much resources and help available, and sometimes all you need to do is ask. All right, let me know in the chat if you have more questions, and maybe share some of the mistakes that you made as a cleaning company owner. I would love to hear from you as well, because it's real out there. Cleaning companies are a lot of work. They're not an easy business to run, and I think having this YouTube community where we can all share our mistakes, ask each other questions, and chat is a really wonderful resource. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your cleaning company, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.